Charlie, Man United 1, Brentford 0. We got the win, which is the most important thing after a little bit of a tough period, little mini blip, as they're called. The most important thing was to get the 3 points today. What did you make of the performance?
I thought first half was decent. I was surprised about Brentford's approach. I thought they'd be more proactive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they pressed us in the defeat earlier on in the season. I thought they were going to notice, these lot can't build out the back comfortably.
Did they let us off the hook a little bit there with that?
I think they did. Maybe it was tactical. Maybe they just didn't have the energy. I think they played Brighton last. They drew 3-3. But that was a very taxing game on their energy. But yeah, I was surprised with Brentford. But I'm obviously not complaining. I thought Sancho and Anthony bring us a bit more retention. They hold on to the ball a little bit better. So that's maybe why we could sort of retain the ball better in the final third. A bit gutted about Luke Shaw. I hope that's not too bad for him. Last year was a little bit iffy when he came on, but eventually he got comfortable. He put in a decent performance the rest of the game. But yeah, it was a decent performance. We haven't had many clean sheets. At home we have. Away we've been shipping too many goals, but it's good to get a clean sheet as always. And yeah, back in the top four, and then obviously Everton to come on Saturday. Hopefully we can get another win.
Yeah, that's going to be massively tough as well. Rashford gets another goal. Gets a goal again. He's had a little bit of a, not mini blip, but by his high standards, he had a bit of a blip. But a good finish, set up by Sabitzer, ball over top from Anthony. But another goal for Rashi.
Yeah, really good.
Add to the tally again.
You can't really save that, can you? That's so much power he put into that, and Sabitzer as well. I'm glad
what
you
did you make of him today? Actually,
I think he played in his best position, maybe a bit more advanced. A lot of people have been saying, should we sign him, should we not? But I said you can't really judge too much because he's been playing out of position. He's not been playing. When a new player comes into a club, if they're not playing in a team structure that's already settled with the best players, you can't really judge them. It's unfair. And it's Sabitzer, I think, has had that treatment where he's been playing as a 6 alongside McTominay. And no disrespect to McTominay, we know he's not, he's not our starting best player in that position. So he's not even a 6,
Exactly.
So I think he played much better, more advanced. You can tell he's got that bit of awareness that for Rashford's got that bit of awareness in the final third. If you look at all the sort of compilations of Sabitzer, you'll see all his best work is in the final third. Really, switches of play, long shots. He's got a lot. He's much more comfortable in that area. So yeah, glad for Rashford again to get a goal. And I think that front three has got quite a nice balance to it. Sancho, Rashford and Anthony. When we play with those three, we tend to play better football, I think.
And it was obviously Sancho's, getting a start today. What did you make of his individual performance? And can he stake a claim to kind of get some more starts or not?
I thought he was just okay. I didn't think he was anything special. I thought he was okay. But I think you won't see the best of Sancho until the whole team, and this is not me making an excuse, it's just his profile. He's a bit like Donny as well in terms of system players, rhythm players rather than impact players. Sancho is not going to take 3 players on. He's not likely to do that and beat them all and produce a wonderful finish. What he will do is he'll play nice 1-2s when the team structure around him is better. So I think with Sancho, if you want to see the best of him, he just needs to get a run of games. Is
that why in the first half, when again we were controlling possession, not much pressure on the ball from Brentford, those types of players like Bruno, more time on the ball, Sancho, more time on the ball, even Anthony as well, were looking better than in recent weeks? Yeah,
I think Sancho and Anthony are very heavy ball retention wingers. They're not wingers that are going to, generally their pass accuracy will be 80+% in most games or more. Whereas when Rashford's on the wing, obviously he's not a winger, he's more of an inside forward.
He just wants to get the goal and score.
Yeah, exactly. So when you do have 2 wingers who are a little bit more careful in terms of the decisions, the passes they're making, less risky, you do retain the ball better and you can push the opposition lines back. So I feel like we did do that well with those 2.
Yeah. Confidence-wise, though, I mean, we just needed that win because it was unthinkable to think what would happen if we'd have lost here tonight or a draw. The question marks keep going on. Do you think that could be like a little bit of a spark now? Martial to come back in and build up his fitness after Saturday. Casemiro back. I'm looking at Sevilla, maybe Eriksen coming back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Coming back at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I don't know if anybody knows, but I don't know how many games we've actually played with, obviously, De Gea, his favourite back four, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, and Martial, Rashford and Anthony, or Rashford and Sancho. I don't know how many. I don't think we've even played a full 90 minutes. Well, we definitely haven't.
Definitely
not. Play 90 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just said, that's testament to Ten Hag. He's not had. Weghorst has done okay, but he's not had a sort of. his type, he hasn't had the number 9 he's wanted for most of the season, and we're still in a brilliant position. So that's testament to him. But you're right. Bring in Eriksen back in, Martial back in. You can tell it's going to be a slow integration back in. I thought he'd get more minutes than he would have got tonight. I thought he was going to get about half an hour. I think about 15 to 20 minutes.
I thought around 60, 65th minute he might have, but he was kind of still waiting. It's almost like he's like, listen, I need you for this running. I'm going to just wrap him in cotton wool. I still don't think he'll play 90 minutes for the rest of the season.
He hasn't played one for 2 years, I don't think. But like, he's in my opinion, I think he's our best in terms of overall game. He's our best attacking player who can do a little bit of everything. His hold-up play is immense. His little balls around the corner. He comes short. It helps us retain the ball. You know,
some people were getting onto him.
Yeah,
for that.
I heard that.
The crowd are like, because it's like they want him to come on and run around like Weghorst did, was just running around doing doggies. But actually, from a football perspective, that's not what he's there to do. And he did calm things down and try and get on the ball.
Yeah, and when you're 1-0 up already, you don't need to go chasing. And we've already got Rashford in the team to do those direct.
And Bruno went beyond him. Yeah.
We need more players. Like when we look to sign a number 9 in the summer, we need. Osimhen is obviously a wonderful striker, but I don't think that sort of profile would be the best suit for us. I think we need more of a player whose link-up play is better. If you think about under Ollie, when did we play our best football as a team? Normally it was when we had Martial at number 9. You know, Cavani, when he came in, had a decent spell, but I think...
So is that Harry Kane for you then?
Yeah.
You're basically saying Harry Kane.
Well, no, I was saying Gonçalo Ramos. I think
or Ramos.
Yeah, I think Kane, I'd rather bring somebody in who's going to be a striker for the next however many years. I don't think Kane would be my first choice, but that type of profile I think would suit us better because we've already got Rashford in the team. I think Rashford and Osimhen could slightly clash. And if you've got a striker like Osimhen, you need creative wingers like Sancho and Ante, and we know Rashford is probably not going to be dropped. Like he's Ten Hag lights him. Well. Yeah, so we've got a couple of direct wingers. So I think a hold-up striker would be the best option. But you see the class of Martial when he comes on.
Yeah, exactly. Man of the match.
It's a bit of a tough one. It's a bit of a tough one. I honestly think McTominay had a decent game. I thought McTominay had a decent game, but I'll probably go for. I do it all the time. Martinez.
It's always the safe one because
those passes. I don't know how to define them, but around the corner, those crisp passes.
We said this before. Like, the way it's just his technique of how he does it. It's crisp, it's flat, it zips. It's not bobbling up at the other player, and he just does it quickly. And then he can punch ones between the lines as well. He's just a really good passer.
Do you know what it is? When you receive his pass, you can always get on the turn straight away.
Yes, because it comes in with the right pace.
Lindelof I think his longer passes are quite good. But Maguire's passes, sometimes you have to sort of take a few touches. They're not fizzed in at the right pace, and that's where Martinez is. He is just on. He is better than some of our midfield players in terms of technicality. He is unbelievable, an unbelievable footballer. So I'll go Martinez. Cheers, man.
There you go. Nice one, man.